And welcome to Coffee with Betsy. Before I get started, I want to show you what I picked up in the mail finally today. I know it's been there. Maura, I finally picked it up. I'm so excited for this book. So before I go into coffee, wait, did that actually read the right way? No, I don't think so. It's Twin Flames, Signs, Symbols, and Synchronicities by Maura Lawler, and it's an incredible journal that walks you through all the crazy questions. Oh, I'll come back in the camera that show up. Just let me give you a few of them. The first one, describe how your soul and spirit nudged you to meet your twin flame. Once you finally met in the physical, describe your realization of the events that led up to meeting your twin flame. Let's go about a third of the way back. Write about how you and your twin flame have lived parallel lives and are each other's greatest mirrors. Here's another one. Write about how once you have slowly awakened, you crave more alone time to recharge. This one's kind of funny. Describe what it felt like to meet your twin flame and start to chase him or her until you realized that you have to turn inwards and not look outside yourself externally. So I'm going to go ahead and post. I'm going to try to post her link in the comments, because the questions that she asked in there were many of the things that I wrote about in my journal when I first met my twin. So, cheers. Yep, I stopped by Panera really a long time ago this morning. And now I'm sipping on water. So if you don't have your subscription to Panera Coffee Club, your first 3 months are free. It's $8.99, I think, a month after that. And you get coffee every day. Every day you can have coffee. Multiple times. And yes, this is one, well, at least I have my sound down to just vibrate, I think. Where do I want to go with coffee? It's been kind of a convoluted morning. I would just call it that. That's good enough. And it looks like we're getting the off sync again. So, I'm going to try to keep it short because I know that irritates some of you. Some of you don't care. You just listen anyway. Oh, hello, Sandra. I did not realize that was you in that picture. You just popped up and then you went away. So nice to have you on coffee with me this morning. And I have the fidgets going on because what I realized last night, what I realized at some time, and it might have been the middle of the night, I decided I just read the question about more alone time. When I got done yesterday, I decided, I don't care if it's only like 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm going to set the alarm for 4 o'clock. Get up, start my day. And I went to sleep right away. And then I woke up about, what time did I wake up? Oh, yeah, about 3 o'clock. And I'm going to take you through the journey because I know it's an interesting journey that we all are on at times. Since I took my foundation class a week ago, man, has it only been a week? Maybe it's only been a week. What I discovered after that class is I knew I had been having sadness. I don't understand this sadness. And when I was, I think 2 days into the class, I no longer had the sadness, and I have not been living with that sadness until I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, and it's like, what the heck? And then it's like, okay, is this the sadness of everyone who hangs out awake at 3 o'clock in the morning? And that kind of made sense to me. But I also saw a post, and it showed a comparison. I don't know what the deal with my nose itching. When it only itches when I get on camera. But this was a picture of an aura that was dark and collapsed and not full of energy. And then there was another aura that was glowing and vibrant. And I realized, ooh, I'm starting to feel like that heavy aura. So, yeah, even though my alarm was set for another hour, I changed the alarm to be at 4:30. And then for the next hour plus, I worked on clearing the heaviness off my aura. And what I realized is, yeah, my aura had gotten really dense all of a sudden. I did not feel the vibrant colors even after an hour. And usually I can just pop into a meditation and go right into feeling my chakras in their color and their vibrancy. And I wasn't able to. Morning, Terry. I already drank my coffee, so now I'm on water. But it was really interesting to be able to sense almost that my aura was collapsed, which is very, very unusual for me. I had never physically experienced or visually experienced that before. So it was a good experience. So I did that. What protocols did I use? I used a combination. I used the combination that works best for me. Connecting with my God, connecting with my Reiki connection, connecting through pranic and the teaching masters there, because everything is channeled through someone. We aren't just all born knowing this stuff. But I did a really, really effective sweep and clearing of the negative that I had let get on me, and I really don't know where it came from. But it was there, and then I worked on clearing each chakra, and it was better. I'm just going to say it was better by the end. It was not where it needed to be, but it was better, way better than it had been. And then I finished up with some Reiki in my body. There's been so much that's been going on that I'm not surprised when weird things happen, but sometimes it just takes that outside perspective. One of the things that's been going on for a bit, worry, anxiety, overload, and a new experience for me is that I know is collective. I deal with the collective on those issues. And I know that's a lot of what's been weighing me down, because it just I've allowed it kind of to sneak up on me. And that's real easy to do, just to allow life to sneak up. I have friends going through really pretty difficult times right now. And sometimes, and I'm like 900% sure they're not ever going to see this video, so it's all good. But part of the issue is there are times when we have to let go, me included, of every outcome that we can possibly contrive. And we really have to let go of everything that we're doing. Because and I know this from experience, my best thinking does not always get me into a best place. In fact, my best thinking took me some really awful places for a lot of long times. That was a really bad sentence. We'll just deal with it. And one of the struggles that I've been going through is I'm watching my friends collapse physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And you can only say the same thing so many times. The only person that can change this is you. I have another friend that keeps asking me how to do spells. The best spell you can do is the one you do on yourself. Because the things that are out there, there we go, that you want to change in other people are the places generally in my life where if I hold up a mirror because somebody's irritating me, I do the same thing. So the spell needs to be on me to heal me, not to fix someone else, because no one else needs fixed. They're all fine, just the way they are. That's a hard thing. Because it's so much easier. And a lot of us were raised that way. Even those of us that are the end of the boomers. We learned that life is so easy, and we learned that there was always an enemy. Whether it was a physical, political enemy, or whether it was somebody at school or somebody at work, there was always that somebody's getting preference over me. And when we look at the world situation now, we're definitely looking at that again. But the only person that can fix me, and I don't even need fixed because I'm perfect just the way I am. Everybody is. But there are things that are not comfortable for me to live in my skin. And for those things, it's up to me to change. Decades ago, I had to let go of my playmates and my play toys and my playgrounds. How does that translate at that time? I had to let go of my chemical addictions. I had to let go of all the people I knew at that time. And I had to leave the area I had been living in and frequenting. Had to leave. Did life change? Yes. Life is changing now. And a lot of it is, I'm letting go of my playgrounds. Those mental places that I play that are not good for me. My play toys. I would say my play toy at this time is my hoarding. That's also my playground. My playground can also be obsessive video watching. TikTok is addictive. TikTok is addictive. So I'm glad you let me share this part of my life with you, because yeah, my life is amazing. It's wonderful. It's awesome. Things come and surprise me when they show up again. I'm so grateful that today I have tools to deal with them. I have all my energy work. I have my access consciousness. I have all my oracle cards that can give me encouraging thoughts. I have a few readers that I follow because they're always bringing an uplifting message, no matter what it is. And one of them particularly, it's like she hits with 98% accuracy, which is amazing because it's like, okay, I see where I'm not making progress in this area. And that's what all the tools are about. And there's a lot of tools going on right now. A lot of you know I've been on unemployment, been applying, been interviewing. So there are jobs out there. I went to a meeting the other day and they said there's 11,000 jobs available right now in the greater Fresno area. There's jobs. Am I still on? Yep, Ruth, I'm still on. About to head out, but at this moment, I'm still on. And life is just a journey. Life is a journey, but back to the unemployment. Yep, we just got our boost cut off. Good morning. And of course, at the same time, my rent from my office went up. My utilities went way up. And of course, I want to start the panic process because that's how I learned to operate with finances. So I'm taking all my tools. And I really have been working the last few days on some of the access tools that I've acquired, because I know the fear is just something that does not need to live with me now. I know it's about living life in its fullness. Utility spikes suck. Utility spikes suck, and so does the air conditioner when it's left low and there's no one in the building. We'll just call it like it is. It's been a 3-day weekend. Most people don't come in on the weekends, especially not on a holiday. And some of the thermostats were down to 73, 74 degrees. So, yeah, when I got here, I turned them off because often there's only one person in the building at a time. So, I totally understand that too, Terry. Why would I want to go to work with all the trauma and drama and goofy stuff that's going on in the workplace when I can make as much or more on unemployment than I do working a minimum wage job 40 hours a week? I totally understand. Being able to get that boost was able to, between the boost and the stimulus checks and my tax refunds, I was able in the last year to rewrite my life. So yeah, it has been very helpful to be on that boost because it has allowed me to get training, start practicing, and still not be in terror because I wasn't working a minimum wage job full time. I can't survive on a minimum wage job. That's just how it is. And even with everybody now paying $15 an hour, they're so proud. They're paying $15 an hour. I think I saw that In-N-Out Burger is now starting at $18. But yeah, for some of us, and I know I'm not the only one that really has appreciated some of the benefits of unemployment while we rewrite our lives. And had I not been able to rewrite my life this morning, I would have been in a funk. I would have been sad. I would have been beating myself up. I've always spent finances on self-improvement. What did we talk about early? My friends. But it was until I chose to make the difference in my life and not be that person I used to be. That's when my life changed. So if you're new to all of the stuff I do, we need to schedule a time that you can come over and we'll talk about what I do. And if you're seeing this on coffee, either this morning or if you run across it later, let's hook up and I'm going to offer you a free session. Your choice, whichever it is that after we talk, you think will be the most beneficial on that day. So thank you for sharing water with me this morning. Thank you for sharing the journey of how impactful it has become. And what a good thing it has become for me to realize that the outcome of my friends, the choices they make with their decisions, I'm not responsible for. I can give them all the tools that I have. The choice belongs to each one of us. Thank you. Be blessed. I know one of these days, Ruth, I'm going to slow down enough that we're going to have coffee at Cafe Amore. We'll have to do that. Can't be this week. I'm out every day this week. But it's a constant learning and growing and changing process. Thank you all for joining me this morning, and be blessed.